Good morning, Mike's Diabetes World. Well, we're up and we're out, getting our activity in. Today, I want to talk about type 1, type 2, gestational, and the mixture. Are they really the same disease? We'll have to find out. We'll be right back. Type 1 diabetes. For years, it was called juvenile diabetes. Then it was called insulin dependent diabetes. But we seem to go through terms. But type 1, type 2, and gestational, couldn't think of the word, are all the same, or are they different? The only real similarity is that they are blood sugar issues. But what will work for type 1 won't necessarily work for type 2, and vice versa. But yet, we're all grouped together. And, well, it worked for my aunt, and she had diabetes for years. Well, sorry, my cloth. That's wonderful, but I'm sorry, it won't work for type 1s, and vice versa. The difference is people who have type 1 have an autoimmune disease. And in that, we don't produce any insulin whatsoever. So we have to usually go on shots. And type 1s, if we go off insulin, we go high very quickly. God, my worst, and it just came on like within hours. I was a high 20, and then by the afternoon, I was in the hospital with a high of about 72.4, I think it was. So, people tend to group us as, oh, well, you're the more serious type. I don't know if we're the more serious type, but we tend to be the one that can get the sickest the quickest. Type 2, on the other hand, you can walk around, you could have it for years and not really know that you have it. So, where do you draw the line? God, I'm a little dark today. Well, you don't really draw the line. Type 2, your body still produces some insulin. So you keep going along, and it's usually a holiday or something. You get set off, and your blood sugar goes skyrocketing, and a lot of times. But people keep saying, oh, I've got the less serious one. Well, anytime your body starts not processing sugar correctly, it's serious. A lot of, excuse me, my blood sugar It's not low yet, but it's predicted. This morning it was predicted it was high. And, now, type 2 people, as I was mentioning, tend to, oh, well, I don't have the serious one. And that's when, they get the heart problems, and, well, any of us can do that. Having a higher sugar content. Now, type 2ers, they're usually found by a blood test. A lot of times they can show up in emergency. And so often people say, oh, well, I feel fine. I don't need to worry about things. But you do. And just because your body produces some insulin, it doesn't produce enough for your body's demands. Now, while it's true, a lot of times people with higher blood sugars feel fine and can go on with their lives. Truth be told, they don't want to do anything. They don't have the energy, and a lot of times it's hard to get people with type 2 to take care of themselves. And, that's when they get problems with their legs, and so often, it's so if you be diagnosed with type 2, you're just as serious as anyone else. In fact, a lot of type 2s can be worse. And the one thing that gets me madder than anything is if you're a type 1 and you or sorry, not you, but people say, oh, well, I cured myself with diabetes, and you too can just follow this diet. And while most type 2s, if you lessen the demands on your system, weight, and you get your weight down, your body will your body's demand will drop, and you will get off medication. Type 1s don't have this luxury. Hi there, I'm out with a different top on, but I just went through the videos and found I did not talk about gestational diabetes. Or if I did, it was a very brief moment. So I thought I'd interject here and go over gestational diabetes. Gestational diabetes is when a woman is pregnant, and again just puts extra strain on her body. I had a receptionist who worked in our department for years, and she got pregnant, and she became gestational. After she delivered her child, her diabetes went away. Now, there is a fear, or not a fear, there is a chance that gestational diabetes can show up later in a type 2. So, all's better. But you have to remember, any kind of diabetes is serious. It could affect your body. It could really affect your health. You need to be concerned with it. You need to do all you can. So, let's continue. And if I repeated myself, I truly am sorry. So type 1, type 2, or gestational. Very bright. Let's turn it. There we go. So whether you have type 1, type 2, or gestational, the important thing is take care of you. Anyway, have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.